Hello and welcome to the Arielle Knits YouTube channel. My name is Riley and today I wanted to show you how I use Inkscape, which is an open source, free to use software to make schematics for my patterns. Now this video is not going to be an exhaustive thing where I show you all of the ins and outs of Inkscape. It's just going to kind of show you the tools that I use, what I do to make a schematic. So first we have our toolbar over here on the left hand side. I have a new project and basically I'm just gonna draw it out. So sometimes I'll bring in a photo and then over the photo I'll use this Bezier tool. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'll use that sometimes to kind of trace the photo if it's not like straight lines, and you can connect it and it makes a shape. That's what I found that personally was easiest for myself, but other people who are more tech savvy, who have used Photoshop and Illustrator and things like that before, probably already have a good idea of what to do. So if all you needed from this video was like, hey, Inkscape, this is a great open source tool. If you don't have the funds to pay for Adobe, then great, fantastic, glad I could have you here. But if you are kind of like me, where you can kind of get the gist of something if you just know what tools, or you're shown tools that might help, that's what I'm doing here. So let me just show you kind of what I do. So let's do a basic sweater shape. Let's do a sweater that's just a boxy sweater and a drop sleeve. We're gonna keep it simple. So I'm gonna get the square tool and I'm gonna hit Control to keep it in a square shape. I'm just gonna draw a square like that. Now you can go over to Object, Fill and Stroke, right? I have mine already up here on my right toolbar, but it's under Object, Fill and Stroke. And I'm going to change the stroke color. Well, it looks like it's black, so I'm going to change the stroke style to be a little bit thicker. And there we go. Then I'm going to grab the Bezier tool, right? And let me actually zoom in so you can see more what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay, let's go back to the tool, handle to corner. It comes straight out, down, hold Control to keep the line straight, and Control, keep the line straight. Well, maybe not that straight, right? And then I'm gonna close it off. So I could do the exact same thing on the other side, but if I want to make it symmetrical and I don't want to have to try and guess the angles that I did, I'm just going to Control C, Control V. So I've copied that object and I'm going to now come up here to the top toolbar and I'm going to flip it horizontally and I'm going to handle that to the corner. Then I'm going to select all of it, stroke style, millimeters, let's do 0.5 millimeters for all of them. Actually, let's do 0.8 so that it's easier to see on the screen. So now here I have like this basic sweater shape. Now, let's see, let's draw a neckline. You can just draw one with like the pencil tool or the calligraphy tool. Either way, you can do the Bezier tool. I'm really going to be frustrating somebody because I don't know how to pronounce it very well. Oh, gonna undo that. That was not smooth at all. Oops. Okay. That 0.8. So it's not the prettiest looking neckline, but you got a feel for it. And then from here you can just kind of draw lines to indicate the measurements that you want, right? So for example, I'll grab this tool again, my favorite tool. I'm gonna do click control to make a straight line, control, hit enter. And then now this kind of gives us a little indicator of lengths, and then I can come and get the text tool and I can write this is supposed to be 15 inches. And then I can also take this and I can flip it sideways with the toolbar up here in the transform. So pretty cool overall. This is how I make schematics generally. So I know this was a super quick overview. There's lots of different things that you can play around with it. I just wanted to show you to give you an idea of how I do it and how I'm able to do it without purchasing any additional software. This is a part of a Maker's May celebration, so look out for the next video. Next time I'm going to be showing you how to just do a basic outline setup of a Discord server. So me personally, I'll get into this in the next video, but just as a precursor, I personally do not like using Ravelry forms and threads. They were very confusing to me, but also Ravelry hasn't been as accessible for other people, so I wanted to find something that more people could use and use comfortably. So Discord is great. It is currently free to use, and it's fantastic. So I will see you next week in the next video. Thanks for stopping by for just this really brief, like, give you ideas on how I do it. And yeah, leave comments down below what you want to see, what could help you as like an aspiring designer or somebody who's just like playing around with things, and I'll respond, or maybe I'll put out a video based off of your suggestion. You never know. So thank you again. Have a wonderful day. Now go out there and craft your world.